first half performance?
No, the problem of the first half performance is another. You are intelligent. You don't need me to tell the whole word. Another S goal. I don't need to say the other letters of the words. That's what we are having now. Is lots of S goals against. So that obviously has an impact in the game. Then 2-0 makes things more difficult, and at half time I need my players. I need my players to believe in them. I need my players to believe in me. I need my players to accept the risk, not to be afraid to lose 3 or 4, not to be afraid of a possible, didn't happen but could happen, a possible negative reaction from the supporters. And I'm very happy with their character. A part of that, also the way they played, the way they tried to break a very organized wall. I keep saying that to defend well is a quality, and they defended very well. So also credit for them to concede only 2 goals against such a strong dominancy.
8 points from a possible 15 now. That's obviously not acceptable for a club of United's standing in a club going for the title. How do you explain that, and how do you change that and remedy that situation?
When you tell a club like Manchester United, do you think Milan is not as big as us? Milan, as a club, is not as big as we are? Milan, AC Milan.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Do you think they are not as big as we are? Do you think Real Madrid is not as big as we are? Do you think Inter Milan is not as big as we are? There are many big clubs, and you say big clubs. I know what is a big club. I know what is a big club.
Then how do you change that? How do you change that?
One thing is a big club, and another thing is a big football team. There are 2 different things. One thing is a big club, another thing is a big football team, and we are in the second year of trying to rebuild a football team that that is not one of the best teams in the world. So when you speak about responsibilities to win the Premier League, Tottenham doesn't have that responsibility because they are not a club with the same history as us. The history plays. Arsenal doesn't have a responsibility to win it. Chelsea doesn't have a responsibility to win it. Manchester City, they buy fullbacks for the price of the strikers. So when you speak about big football clubs, you are speaking about the history of the club.
You've also spent a lot of money as well.
Okay.
2 summers.
Okay.
300 million.
It's not enough.
You need more.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
You need more money now.
And the price for the big clubs, the price for the big clubs is different than for the other clubs. So the big historical clubs, they are normally punished in the market because of that history. So the boys are doing what they can, and they are doing fine. You say 7 points on 16 or 15 or something like you say. I say last 2 matches we had 15 chances to score, and we concede 3 S goals and an amazing free kick. So the boys, they do what they can. They are trying hard with the problems we have, with the injuries we have. The boys fight hard. So again, I'm not happy with the result. I was not happy with the result against Leicester, of course, but I'm happy with my players. No critics to my players.
Okay, thank you.
Have to realistically spend heavily in the next 2 transfer windows.
Right.
See you.